Hi everyone, Rachel here with the Devil's Lake Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, and today I am here with Lisa Crosby, the director of the Lake Region Heritage Center here in Devil's Lake. How are you, Lisa?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you for taking the time to show us around a little bit today and give us a little bit of information about the Heritage Center here.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
I'd love to show the place up.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful building. So to start off, can you tell me a little bit about the history of this building and the Lake Region Heritage Center organization in itself?
Yes, so the actual old post office is what it's called. For people that live in Devil's Lake, they think of the old post office, but it was called the Federal Building. It was built between 1908 and it actually was finished in 1910. And it was used as the post office until 1977. It also had the federal courtroom here that was used on and off throughout the years. And then on the third floor, it was the homesteading land offices of the county for that time period. But the Lake Region Heritage Center, they actually were incorporated in 1974, and they started at the Sheriff's House Museum, and then in the early 2000s they moved over here so that their head office was here in the museum. However, this has been a museum since 1980.
Okay. So lots of history just in the building itself and everything within it.
Yes, we have over, they say 15 to 20,000 artifacts in the building.
Wow.
Obviously, they're not all shown all the time. Second floor has been done so beautifully that we really haven't changed that up. Our main floor has been changed into an event space, but also hopefully we want to say quarterly, we would be changing different exhibits within that space. So rotating things from the basement up. And then, you know, I like to say quarterly, but time gets away from me.
Sure.
And exhibits are really not the easiest thing to put together well. There's a lot of work that goes into those and thought to get them done well.
Yeah, I know one of the most recent exhibits you had was the Aquanauts here this summer?
Yeah, in July we had the Aquanauts reunion, and lots of people came and they brought us a bunch of artifacts, so we put together a large exhibit on the main floor. That's going to be condensed down and it'll be brought up to the second floor where we're putting together kind of a lake room. So the history of the lake, the different elevations, we'll have the mini H in there. We have a replica that Francis Kitch made several years ago, and it's beautiful. It's on our main floor right now, but its home will be on the second floor in the lake room. So with the Aquanauts and everything lake related.
Very cool, very cool. So how often do you see new things come in here? Do people bring artifacts in?
Yes, actually people bring things in all the time.
Okay.
But we usually cannot keep most of the things that they bring in. I either have to turn them away or say that, you know, I'm not sure if we can use them. It is a process to actually keep an artifact. The board has to go through and decide if it's going to be something that's relevant to the rest of our things. And if it's not specific to the Lake Region or to the collection that we already have, we just can't keep it. We have an overabundance of things right now. So we really need to kind of keep it all together and Lake Region related.
Okay, very good to know. So can you tell me a little bit about the Maritime Museum?
Yes, we're really excited about that. Right now it's in the Memorial Building on the second floor. And due to lack of volunteers and just a few different things, they haven't been able to keep it open.
Okay.
So we partnered with them, and we are going to move all of the artifacts and things beautifully done up to our third floor here at the museum. And you know, in order to help them out, because we are open, and also because we already know how to preserve things, we will keep them safe. And so hopefully by Veterans Day we'll have a pretty good exhibit going. It's not just Navy, it is all armed forces, and the history there is just wonderful. So we're so happy to be able to show the Lake region all of those things too that maybe people didn't even know were up there.
Right. Yeah, very cool. Now, what are your hours here? Are you open Monday through Friday and on weekends?
In the summer, we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. And then starting October 1, we're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 4.
Okay.
I'm usually here about 8:30, 9 to 5. But our viewing for the museum is about 10 to 4.
Okay.
But we do have an after-school program, our Discovery Kids program.
Yep.
We're a licensed group child care facility. So we are able to take in school agers of what we're doing, and it supplements the ESP 21st Century Club that goes on with the public schools. So we're open Wednesdays and Fridays for that.
Okay.
Because we are licensed, there's paperwork involved, and
Yep.
we're not a drop-in center, nothing like that. But we are hoping, and we have been really enjoying the kids, giving them history. They
Yep.
love the building. They're just, to see people learning, or especially kids seeing history and loving it and wanting to come back to the museum is so much fun. So that has been started in the beginning of the school year, and it'll go through the end of the school year, and you can sign your kid up anytime.
Okay.
Or
Is that
children.
through here?
It is
Okay.
through here. Just give us a call at the museum.
Okay. Great. Great. And now, just on top of that, the museum is obviously not just only for viewing purposes. You have that program. You're also available to rent for other events or meetings.
Yes. Our main space has been opened up for a couple of years so that we are able to, rent out that space for either meetings or birthday parties, groomsmen dinners, wedding receptions, or we would love to have a wedding here in the beautiful courtroom. So anything really that you can think of in a larger space, we can do here. We don't have a kitchen yet. That is a dream of ours. But you can have any of the local businesses will cater here.
Okay.
So we would love to team up with anyone to do that. And we have packages for birthday parties. You can just rent the space per hour.
Okay.
Or I can do all of the decorating, do the cupcakes, have a scavenger hunt, and that's for additional fees.
Okay.
And that's a lot of fun. The
Yeah.
kids have fun, and then the parents come in and they have fun too, and then they leave and don't have to worry about cleaning up their house.
Absolutely. That's very cool. Very good to know. Is there anything else specific that you'd like to touch on to share with the community or visitors that are coming into Devils Lake that might see this video? Something that you want to share with them?
Yes.
Maybe that's not commonly known about the Heritage Center.
Well, I just want everyone to know that we are community, city and county supported. This is, the Heritage Center is for the local residents and the county residents and any visitors that come in. Right now, there is not an admission fee. It's just, whatever goodwill donation, and we will walk you through the museum, or we do have a walking tour if you want to just head out on your own and be COVID friendly.
Yeah.
We'll give you space, and it's just a great thing for a family to do, or if you're just looking for something to do. I have so many people that come in that live in Devils Lake that have never been in the building, or they've never been past the front of the post office. So we'd love to show you around and see what treasure you have right in downtown.
Sure. Now, just a fun little question, Lisa, what's your favorite artifact in the building?
My favorite artifact in the building? Well, there is I love to cook, and I love to bake, and I love to do all these things. So we have really old mixers and really old things like that, but there's this tin, and it looks like corn husks, or corn cobs. And one of the things I do is bring things to the nursing homes, different artifacts, and talk to them. And the first thing I'll do is ask them, what did you use this for? Or what was this? I play kind of dumb, and I'll say, I don't know what this is. Sometimes I don't know what it is. And they answer it, but this one I do know. And it's funny to hear what they think it's for. The ladies will usually always say it's for cornbread. It's a tin for cornbread. But the gentlemen almost always will, well, that's how you get your butter on your corn, you turn them in there, and they have all these really fun ideas, but that one's funny. I like that one. And the other artifact that I really like to talk about is the iron lung downstairs. It was in our general hospital. It was generously donated to the museum, and in these times that we have right now with COVID, it's really important to talk about polio and how vaccines help eradicate such terrible things. And that, if you come in, you see that iron lung, and that someone had to lay in there for hours and hours, days and months, maybe didn't make it out of there. And it's small. It brings things really right to home, especially during the pandemic. So.
Sure. Well, very cool. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend some time with us and show us around the beautiful museum.
Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you.